Hello and you're welcome to Success Science Tutorial, and I'll be talking about closed pipes. So I'll bring everything very simple such that you understand it. Now, what is a closed pipe? This is a closed pipe. One end closed, the other end open. Now, let's talk about fundamental frequency of a closed pipe, which is F naught. This is a pipe. Now, this pipe, this point is called node. This is called antinode. Right? Now, from here to here is the length of the pipe. So now, to find the length of this pipe, which is L, will be equal to node, antinode. From here to here is the length of the pipe, right? And that will be the distance between node and antinode is equal to 1/4 of wavelength, which is wavelength over 4. Then I can get my wavelength by crossing and multiplying over 1. 1 times wavelength equal to 4 times L, 4L. Now, but I know that from the equation of waves, I know that frequency of a wave is equal to the speed of wave over wavelength. Now, what I'm going to do here is that where I see wavelength, I'm going to replace it using 4L. And this my F, I'm going to put naught here so it becomes fundamental frequency. So that will be F naught will equal to my velocity V over wavelength is what? 4L. This is the fundamental frequency of a closed pipe, and it's also called first harmonics. Now, to get the second harmonics, which is first overtone, and that we use F2, F1 rather, we use what? F1 for that. Now let's draw the pipe. This is the pipe. Now, this is node. This is antinode. This node. And this is antinode. So, the length of this pipe is this. Let's get the length. The length should be NA plus AN plus NA. Now, our L, the length will be 1, 2, 3. Each one is equivalent to 1/4 of wavelength. And that will be L equal to 3 wavelength over 4. I want to get the value of wavelength. So I will cross and multiply. 1 times 3 wavelength is 3 wavelength equal to 4 times L is what? 4L. Now let me divide by 3. So I've gotten my wavelength to be equal to 4L over 3. Now, what I will do is that I'm still going to use the same equation here. I will put F1 here. Then where I see wavelength, I'm going to replace it using this to get the first overtone, which is the second harmonics, right? So my F1 will be equal to velocity is V here. Now divided, I'm using this symbol, right? Because this one is fraction by 4 L over 3, make it to be over 1, right? So my F1 equal to V over 1. I'm going to change division to times, and when I do that, 3 will go up, and 4L will come down, right? That will be F1 equal to 3 times V is what? 3V all over what? 4L. And of course, you see that this can be written as bring this 3 out small, then V over what? 4L. I hope you know I have not changed anything. Yes, you have not changed anything. My F1 will be equal to my 3. Now, V over 4L is what? Look up here. Is F0, right? Which is the fundamental frequency of a closed pipe. And that's what? F0. Please, this is the formula for first overtone or second harmonies, right? Now, to get the second overtone or third harmonies, which is what? F2, right? Now I'm going to get my closed pipe like this way. So now this is the node, antinode, node, antinode, node, antinode. Now this is the length of the pipe. You get that? So at the length L will be equal to, add everything here, NA plus AN plus NA plus AN plus NA. Now L will be equal to, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times each one is wave 1/4 of wavelength. That will be L equal to 5 times wavelength, 5 wavelength over 4, right? I'm going to make wavelength. Now get wavelength by crossing and multiplying. 1 times this will still give what? 5 wavelength equal to 4 what? 4L. Divide by 5 so that wavelength will be equal to 4L over 5. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did here. Now I'm going to write my F2 now. Where I see my V, I'll write my V. Where I see my wavelength, I'll write this, right? So I'm going to use this division divided by 4L over 5. Make it to be over 1, right? So my F2 equal to V over 1 times, change division to times, 5 will go up, 4L will come down. Multiply it, F2 will be equal to 5V, right? Yes, 5V. 1 times 4L is 4L. And this can be written as, break out 5 small. Yes, have what? V over what? 4L. Remember, my V over 4L is what? Is the fundamental frequency of a closed pipe. So, which means that the second overtone, which is a third harmonies, is 5F0. Now, what I'm trying to say, if we continue like this, you keep getting a number that will be addition of what? Extra two numbers. So the formula, I'll give you a quick formula that you use to find, maybe they ask to find or get something like 8 overtone, like that. So you know, we solve all these things, you can get it quickly. Use the formula Fn equal to 2n plus 1 F0. Now where n is the number of overtone. You get that? no matter the number of overtone they ask you to get the frequency, as long as you use this formula, you are going to do what? Get all of them. Please don't forget to subscribe to this unique channel, and I will be trying my best to make sure I give you what you need. I love you.